Well, welcome to new season and a new Bermuda Referees Corner right here on IslandStats.com. Joining me today, well, I'm your host, Earl Baston, and joining me today is the chairman of Bermuda Football Association Referees, Mr. Cranston Williams. Mr. Williams, new season, new challenges, new faces, new surroundings. What can one look forward to this year as opposed to years gone by with the referees?
Firstly, this year we had our FIFA course just before the season started, so that was something different. Whereas normally we have it in April. This year we had it August 29th to September the 2nd. Hector Vergara from Canada and Kalisha Antoine from Antigua, they came down and facilitated the course along with our local instructors.
Yeah.
So it's good because the referees are able to apply the knowledge they learned during the course to immediate effect. Because actually the game, the last day of the course, the charity cup. So that kind is helping everybody. And also we have recruited some youngsters, very, very youngsters.
Now, with that becoming a reality where you're getting in a lot of younger people officiating, how does that set up the association? Because over the years, we've seen a big gap in age. We've seen age or aging referees, referee assistants. Now we're seeing a crop of youngsters under 20. How is that helping the numbers game, and how is that helping with applying rules and regulations?
The youngsters are being put through their paces every Monday and Wednesday now. We upped our training schedule. Age-wise, some of them have been coming to courses, but they're actually some of them have graduated now or progressing from youth refereeing up to senior. So it's not really that much of a difference, and the difference now is just that they actually want a senior match because they already know the rules. They have attended the FIFA course. Now it's just a matter of us, the community, nurturing and protecting them so that they don't lose focus or decide to walk away.
There's always that challenge of youngsters being intimidated by adults, both on and off the field. What is your message to coaches, players, spectators to address and alleviate some of that thought of intimidating some of these youngsters?
There's only one answer to that. Protect my referees at all costs. We will not tolerate any abuse this season. As I said previously at the youth coaches meeting they had last week Friday, I made it crystal clear. Youth referees have been empowered. If they feel that the abuse is getting too much and they can't take it anymore, if the person is not removed from the grounds, the game gets abandoned, points will be awarded to the opposing team, or the club gets sanctioned. For the senior referees, as I told them, I have a young lady as young as 15 years old.
Should be joining us later.
15 years old, was already done a premiership Dudley Eve lawn. So, and I can encourage a 15-year-old to be on a line for a match, and all the coaches compliment and tell her how well she has done, and I can't encourage adults. No, I'm not accepting it, not hearing it. It's simple. Either you do what you're asked to do, or damn, we won't have any officials. Plain and simple.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to be joined by Omari, one of the youngsters that you've been able to get in, keep. He seems as if he's very enthusiastic about officiating.
Yes, he's in his fourth year and he's been identified as a potential FIFA assistant referee just at his age. So he's not there yet, but hopefully he'll stick with it so we can get him there.
Actually, well, let me get Omari and we'll see. We'll get a chance to talk to Omari. Joining me in a second is Omari, as Mr. Williams said, a youngster who we're looking for big and great things from, joining the Bermuda Football Association referees ranks. Omari, first of all, welcome, and it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been a challenge.
Over the years, yeah, it's been increasingly harder, difficult, you would say. Yeah.
What's getting harder? The physical, because as Mr. Williams said, you've been identified, but although for your age, as someone that they want to put on the FIFA list. So it's getting yourself in shape, getting yourself up to speed with all the rules and so forth. Is that the challenge or other things?
I would say the physical aspect would be the main challenge because sometimes you wouldn't train for a week and then the next week you have to train really, really hard just to catch up on the weeks you've lost.
Mm-hmm.
But the rules and regulations, it's dynamic because some sometimes you would be like come in contact with one rule, and then the next week it'd be like something different, like counterintuitive. But then we'd have like a course, and I'd get like help, and they'd explain it to me, and then
No, this is always something that I look at. When you see an infringement or an offense, you're not expected to see it in the same way as someone else, are you?
No.
No. Okay. That's always been an argument of officials in Bermuda, is that last week somebody didn't call what you're calling this week. Do you find that as long as you're consistent, it's the best thing?
Yeah, I try not to like worry about the other calls other officials have made, as long as I like stay consistent. That's my main thing.
When you're making a call, I recall at PHC, I think it was the Dudley Eve match. The goalkeeper stepped outside the box, and you were adamant on that call. He had done that. When you're sure like that, do you think that gives the referee the confidence in you, and the players can't argue the fact because you're confident in your call?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that something that you've picked up over the years, or that's just your nature?
I'm not really sure. I started out timid, and like over like the couple of games, I would get like you know, confirmation from the referees to say like, yeah, those goals that you made were pretty good. Keep doing that, and I guess that's how it built.
Right.
So from then on, I just stayed confident and tried to block out the spectators and the players as much as I could.
Right. Sometimes it gets to you though.
I try not to I don't listen to them. I would like hear it
Right.
and not like pay attention to it. Then I'd
Right.
like think about it later and just laugh about it.
Right. Right. What would you consider being your most nervous moment doing officiating thus far?
Well, I mean, every time that is a close offside goal would be my most nervous moment.
Yeah.
Because I like it's a split second decision.
Right. Right.
So every time it would happen, I would be a little doubtful, but still have to be solid about my calls.
Right. Right. And when you're confident about a call, and you play it back in your head, do you feel as if, okay, yeah, I got it right? Not all the time are you like that though. Sometimes you say, maybe I got it a little wrong, or
not in the game situation.
right. When you're assessing the game after, how much time do you take after a game to go back, and especially critical moments? How much time do you spend by yourself thinking of those critical moments? Did I do everything right? Did I follow the letter of the law?
Usually, like during my warm downs, I start thinking about my calls and
Right.
whatnot. But directly after the game, the referee and the other assistant referee, we talk about our calls just to be in tune with each other.
Right. Now, I was at a match the other night. You were on the line, along with, I think, Tashawn in the middle and Stefan on the other side. Both coaches came down by the technical area while the game was going on, and complimented the team. You guys were always in control, understanding each other, close with the play. Is that something you can encourage others within that, probably only outside looking in, to get involved in officiating, because you can play an integral part of the game?
Yeah, I believe so. We're not we like to think of ourselves as the number one team on the field, because we try not to be partial or impartial. We like to have the game be played how it's supposed to be. And yeah, I just think people on the outside looking in should at least try to become a referee or do a course and just learn about the game more, instead of just watching the games on Sundays and Saturdays and
Making comments
yeah.
that really don't make any sense, do they? When it comes to the law.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Amari. I appreciate you, and look forward to you officiating in the coming days and weeks and months, and hopefully we get you, once you turn the right age, on that FIFA list.
Yes.
All right? Okay. Well, Well, next to join me will be Kay Reed. She's all excited because I said her name right. Kay, you're no stranger to this particular show, but now you're in the senior ranks. You've done the Dudley Eve match to open the season on a Monday, a hot Monday at PHC. Were you nervous going into the match?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nervous.
How did you manage to channel those nerves into coming out with a decent performance?
Well, I just try to just stay focused on the play so I can get the right calls.
Mm.
Like nothing else mattered except for making the right call. And also since it was like both teams have a good crowd, like good teams, I just had to make sure everything was okay.
Do you find now in courses you're asking more questions to assure yourself you're up to par with the rules and regulations?
Yeah, sometimes, but most times my questions get answered while doing the
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Why did you choose to become an official?
Well, I was persuaded by Mr. Williams.
Oh, Miss. Oh. He tied your hand behind your back and you're pulling it up. But are you? It's nothing you're regretting, is it?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
You seem to have fun. I watched a bit of the match you were doing yesterday at Wellington Oval. You seem to be well in control of your calls and also up with the play as well as with the referee. But do you find at times the pace can get a little fast and you're chasing a lot of times? Well, obviously you'll chase the ball. You'll chase because when the ball's kicked long, you're chasing it. But there's times in different games that the tempo is a little higher than the others.
Well, sometimes I get caught like trying to chase like the back line if the play is close to my side and
Right.
not close to the line.
Right.
But most times I just try to stay with the back line because the referee could sometimes determine if it's out.
Right.
But since I've like watched the senior man play, like some players I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna hit the long ball, so I just anticipate my next
Right.
move.
Okay. Now, obviously, you're a female. You're 15. It could be intimidating on the side. I mean, yesterday I could hear that group that were on the corner trying to get, I guess, the advantage for their team. How much of that plays into what you're able to get over as far as listening to, paying attention to when the game's on?
What I mean, I know like the coursework, the laws and everything, but like my confidence isn't there, and like I wouldn't say they get to me, but they make me doubtful with my calls and just throws me off a bit.
A bit. Do you then, like, say halftime? Are you talking to the referee about, am I doing it right? Am I, so that builds back that confidence? Yeah. Now, how do you feel you can get over that? What do you think you're going to have to do to get over that, or give yourself that extra confidence? You know the rules. You know how to apply them. If you're that sure about them,
I think it's just since I'm a female at my age,
right?
sperm male, there's not much I can.
Right.
Yeah.
But as long as I think one of the things that would help you is that if you're sure you've made the right call, if your body language says I made the right call, eventually they'll stop. You can ask any one of the guys in the room. I'm pretty sure they've been through times where they're going to be challenged. Even guys get challenged. Male officials get challenged. But if you're spot on, if you feel as if yes, I've applied the law, I've understood what the call is, that's something I think for a young person will go a long way. Yeah. What games you got coming up?
I'm not sure.
You know. So obviously, did you do any senior games last year?
No.
No. So first year doing senior games.
Yeah.
What was the summer like? Because you had to get ready for that.
I trained a bit. Had football training here and there.
Right.
But closer towards the FIFA course, I trained more
Right.
just to prepare myself a bit.
How did you find that FIFA course?
It was good. it my understanding of different things and like watching the video clips just made my understanding of the whole game better
Mhm.
and like how to officiate and call certain things.
Right. So obviously that's a confidence booster
Yeah.
because I can make that call. I see that offense. I make that call. Okay. So are you now? You're still in school, right?
Yes.
Are you now putting the whistle on to do school matches, or you want to be involved in the match? Haven't gotten to that yet, have you?
Oh,
I know you still love to play, so yeah. Are you still playing with Devon Coach on Saturdays?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You just don't referee them on Sunday. Can't give them the advantage. Do you get that? Do they ask for that?
Does Devon go to ask?
Yeah. They should.
I think so.
I need a friend. I need a friend. Well, I want to thank you very much and keep up the good work. I look forward to seeing you throughout the year on Referee's Corner. All right? Okay. Well, folks, that's it for the first edition of the 2018-19 Referee's Corner right here on Island Stats. We'll be here every Monday and or Tuesday when the assistants or the referees are available. We look forward to bringing you rules, regulations, scenarios, and the like for the remainder of this football season. So from me here on Bermuda Referees Corner, have a good night.